Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for Nintendo DS. Last time we left off, we pretty much had a huge bombshell dropped on us, and it's pretty damn clear that Matt hired Shelly de Killer to kill Juan, and we pretty much know that as a fact. We're pretty much stuck at a crossroad here on what do we do? He's my client, but I know he's guilty, but I can't have him guilty or else Maya's gonna die. Yeah, it's not looking good at all, but what can we do? We just have to continue on the investigation and see if something comes up. Maybe Edgeworth will help us out a little bit here. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Man on guard. That man is really... Ugh! Doesn't matter who, every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Is that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is that where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, isn't a proper defense at all. It's not. I mean, we can't do that. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who are suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess that we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win this case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? You are the defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. It is, but... People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict. For a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Is that the same for you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. I see. I don't understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you'll see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Oh shit. That's the last thing I want to hear right now. Mr. Nick, the transceiver! Oh, I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Unguard's sake? Why are you doing that for this cold-blooded killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client. Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients and my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and is part of my assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What's your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is de Killer. Shelly de Killer. You're Shelly de Killer? Oh, please keep in mind you do not have such space to maneuver with me. As a de Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see up to it that she receives a nice long nap. No! Now then, if you'll excuse me. If someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. What the hell? A cat? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Hmm? Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Huh? Oh, that sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat. Can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelly de Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Engard Mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah! Let's get our asses over there now! And that makes sense now that we think about it. I mean, the whole thing about the butler looking a lot like the butler, the dude at the hotel. And I didn't want to say anything, but you see on the right there on that door, it looks familiar from when you're on Maya's side. You don't get it? Maya! Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and Engard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Well, here's what I want you guys to look at. See it right here? See the cat door? Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. And we have that. I forgot what the whole purpose of that was, but I'll remember it later. Bear? Is that more of a thing for one? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. Oh, I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you feel like this came through that little door? This door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Come on, break it down. There you go. He's pretty used to breaking down when he only did it one time. Ugh, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals in a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it could be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll say at the moment a crime was committed and recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No! But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Oh, damn it. Oh, what about the wine cellar? That's where Maya was held. Yeah. We searched all over. It looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Oh, don't give up yet. That little girl's looking to find you in her pillar. That little girl's looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, no, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every road leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Well, there is something on the floor here. This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste. That's the same picture that, Maya held up. Miss Impacts? You mean... Yes, Juan's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Enguarde's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue, actually. Yeah, it is true. Why the hell would it be there? It seems kind of weird. Ah! What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame! How? What's so special about the frame? On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya. It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message! What? Oh, jeez, not this music. It's gonna make me sad. I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get on guard and guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so don't you need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for his helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. No! Mystic Maya! Oh, jeez. Right! What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is what I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Yeah, the whole thing about that one little thing about Miss Andrews, her Psyche-Lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time for us to open that lock. It's time to open that lock and finally see what we can do here. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your Psyche-Lock. Psyche-Lock? Why the hell did you tell a person like that? That sounds kind of perverted if you say that. If you say that out loud to someone. You can make anything sound perverted, but in any case, I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Fine. Go ahead. Try to break me if you can. And I will. And I'll leave this in because, you know, why not? There's only a little left. And I believe there's only a little left in this portion of the game, so I'll keep going here. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Enguarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Enguarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you were saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that will make her take revenge. Excuse me. And that person would be her mentor. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. Why does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engard would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact's and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? And that would be that new piece of evidence we just got. This photo that was found in Matt's mansion. This is a photo of Miss Impact's, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. What? With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yep, I'll be right back, guys. Got another phone call. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I had to take another call there. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engard's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. And you're gonna tell me why, and we're gonna close off this portion of the game. This case really went for loops, man. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that that didn't work out. Because Juan didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. Engard? What do you mean? I think I see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on that frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. So horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste and her kindness moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On that night, Juan called their marriage off. Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Man. It does suck. I mean, it does. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But, then why didn't Juan have to call off the wedding? Oh my god, I only have 10 minutes left of my battery. I gotta hurry up and finish this part so I can plug into my battery. Oh, it sucked with it, and I gotta hurry up. So why did he call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for a wedding announcement and then they unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for it when he was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impax. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered a body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? Simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. It would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. And at a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after a stage show. I know all about it because I heard it from Juan. It was so I could find out all about that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two are always spying on each other after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it even before I went public. I was gonna burn it. I even had a lighter. And, oh my god, I'll be right back. My thing's about to die. Alright, I am back. Thank god I have my charger close to me. I was gonna burn it. I even had a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was gonna bring to them my own kind of a cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still gonna help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Now with my situation, with what I know now. And that, my friends, is the end of the investigation. And that was actually our final investigation of the game. So, next time, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last stretch of the game. Our last trial, and a lot of crap is going to go down, that's for damn sure. And we're going to figure out a lot of things, and I don't think it's going to turn out good for... I mean, you know how things are. I mean, it's getting hectic, and it's going to take a huge turnaround or a huge miracle to get things all right. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for Nintendo DS. I'll see you guys later.